Good evening, family. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Get on in the room with Mama Tank tonight. Get on in the room. I know it's Friday. Y'all probably out there just straight chilling, doing what you're doing. But look, I'm talking to the people 50 and above. I'm talking to the people 50 and above, right? That is who I'm speaking to tonight. You may be there sitting wondering, what can I do tonight? What can I cook? Possibly, what can I watch on TV, right? You pick up your phone, you start scrolling, and then you see Mama Tank pop up. Stop your scrolling. Stop your scrolling. I have some exciting news for you tonight. Let me ask you a question. What if your credit report and your heart have more in common than you think? Let that marinate. We're always talking about, financial reset, physical reset, even mental reset. This is all about my AIR method that I created. It's all about alignment, identity, and reset. So, since it's Friday, let's go ahead and name this Financial Friday. Let's get those finances in order, right? So, let's go ahead and hop in. I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I know it's Friday night. You want to sit and chill, possibly be with the family. Kudos to you. But what if your credit report and your heart have more in common than you think? We're always talking about this holistic wellness. Well, tonight we're exploring the powerful connection between your mind, your heart, and your financial life. Because we all know that financial problems, financial bondage, it could actually lead to a lot of illnesses and sickness and stress. And we don't want that. We want a financial reset. So the decisions that you make with money, they're often influenced by your beliefs. Remember, we're talking about redefining those beliefs. So remember this, the decisions that you make with money are often influenced by your beliefs, emotions, habits, and your identity. The connections between your brain, your heart, and your financial choices, which is why your credit report, this is what we're going to be talking about. Let me back up. We're going to be talking about the connection between your brain, your heart, and your financial choices, why your credit report reflects behaviors, not your word. How stress and emotional patterns can actually impact financial decision making, right? How practical steps to begin rebuilding both your financial confidence and your financial future. And also how the AIR method helps create lasting transformation through alignment, identity, and reset. Now you guys see the blue button in the top left corner. Well, it's on my left side, but it's the QR code. You can scan that QR code and get my AIR identity and reset transformational guide for only $26 for only $20.26. Let me get it together. So it's only $20.26, representing the month of 2026, because this is our year. Okay. So this is more than a conversation about credit tonight. It's about healing your relationship with money, rewriting your story, and becoming the person capable of creating the life that you deserve. All right, I remember I've started my credit journey it's been about 7 years, right? I bought a home when I wasn't financially literate. I was not financially literate at all. I was able to transform my credit my credit report, but it only took me 2 years. They were building a development in Denver, Colorado, and I really wanted to be in that development. It was for low income families. I was already on Section 8. So they were building the development, and I got with the lender. Somebody referred me to a lender. I got with the lender, and he told me that I only needed a 620 credit score. So I started paying off collections, which I shouldn't have did that, right? So I paid off collections, did everything I was supposed to do to raise my credit to a 620 credit score to qualify for that, um, to buy my first home. So 2 years later, I finally got my credit score up to 620, but by then the development had ended. They were no longer accepting applications, so I missed out on that. However, I did qualify for a $150,000 home loan due to the fact by then the market had skyrocketed in California due to, marijuana being legal there. So the home ownership, it skyrocketed. So that pushed me further south. So I ended up buying my first home in Colorado Springs. That's how I ended up in Colorado Springs. So after I bought my home, I'm like, okay, I have my home, I have my car. I don't need credit anymore. I maxed out all my credit cards, decorating my home. And I was like, bump credit, because I really didn't know about it. I thought all I needed it for was to, of course, get my home. Then I lost my job. I tried to do a HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit on my home when I lost my job. And they told me I didn't qualify for a home equity line of credit because my credit had now plummeted to like a 400. And I was like, well, it's my money, it's my house, give me my money. But that's not how it worked. So that is when it resonated with me that I not only had to get a 620 credit score, I had to maintain a healthy credit score. So now here we are years later. So I became that credit expert to help people understand the importance of financial literacy and not just getting the credit score to get your desired car or home or something like that, but it's also about financial literacy to help maintain that healthy credit score. So that is why I'm here today. That is why I'm here today to teach people about, well, not even teach, but educate people about financial literacy. So let's go ahead and hop in, right? So I need you all to understand tonight on this Financial Friday. You must understand the single most important concept in this whole entire conversation. I want you to think of your credit like a human body. Okay? Think of your credit like a human body. Your credit report equals the heart and brain. Without the heart and brain, our body cannot function, right? Same thing with that credit report. If that signifies the heart and brain, your credit report is the control center of your financial body. Everything that matters lives inside that report. Every account, every late payment, every collection, every inquiry, every piece of personal information tied to your credit. So check this out. If something is wrong with your credit, the problem exists somewhere inside the report. I'll say that again. If something is wrong with your credit, remember we said credit is like the heart and the brain. The problem exists somewhere inside the report. Now let's break it down like this, since we're referring to the credit report as the heart and brain. Let's say the credit score equals the blood. So your credit score is simply the blood flowing through your financial system. It's not the root of the problem, it's only a reflection of your report's health. So if the report is unhealthy, the score drops. If the report is healthy, the score rises. The score does not create problems, it simply shows the symptoms. I have a rule for you all. This is the rule that changes everything. Most people are taught to chase the credit score, but the real strategy is this: stop chasing the score, fix the report. The score will heal itself. Okay, we're going to the source. We're going to the actual problem. So stop chasing the credit score. And I just wanted to put this out there because a lot of people are like, oh, I want an 800 credit score, 700 credit score, so on and so forth. But it's not the score we're chasing. It is actually the report. The report. And so what I do is I help people to clear the data off of their report. And they're like, we don't need nobody to help us with our credit repair. I'm gonna throw it in Chat GPT. Chat GPT will tell me what to do. That's not always true. So if you want somebody to guide you and walk you through the steps of doing it yourself, I'll be more than happy to do that, right? Just remember this moving forward. Every lesson inside this conversation that we just spoke about, and if you have to watch the replay and write it down, the report controls the score. Remember that. Write that down. The report controls the score. The data controls the report. So here's the number one key. Fix the data and the rest improves naturally. So keep this idea in your mind as you move forward through the weekend, and it will change your whole entire belief about money. It will change your whole entire belief about credit. So that's what I'm here to do, because we're tired of information. We want transformation. So this is just a way to help you transform your whole entire life. Don't forget to click the QR code and get your alignment book, so that way we're not only aligning our finances, we're aligning our health, our wealth, and our relationship. Remember, our health is our wealth. Within that book, it will give you so many gems, so much guidance, but not only that, so much freedom. This is MamaTank signing off for tonight. You guys, don't forget to stay in alignment at all times. And don't let nobody trigger you, because that trigger only means that's more work that you have to do on you. I love each and every one of you. I will see you tomorrow morning, new time, 7:30 a.m. Still working with the times, right? Remember, this is my practice field. Don't judge me. So 7:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. moving forward. We're pushing through this. You guys be safe out there. I'll speak to you soon. I love each and every one of you. Have a good night.